How's it going, everyone? Coming at you with my Christmas swag. I got my Santa hat on, got my alpaca sweater because everybody knows that alpacas are traditionally Christmas, obviously. But it's finally cold enough to wear this stuff. It's been a blistering 70 degrees here in Texas for the last few weeks, which has been insane. But now it's finally dropped down to freezing-ish, so maybe we'll get some actually normal Christmas weather. But I wanted to put together this quick video just to update you on what's happened the last couple months as far as the writing, and then what's coming next. And I figured it'd be a lot easier to just do a quick video of all that stuff rather than just writing out in an email, because I mean, who likes writing? Not this guy at all. No, not at all. Anyway, let's swan dive into it. So first off, it's the launch of my first Academy book, Called by Darkness, which did amazingly well, thanks to you guys. It was the best launch I've had so far. I think it launched sub 1,000 in the store, which that's like author speak for pretty darn good. Got some great reviews on it so far, getting more every day, and I get some amazing emails from people who really just seem to love the book and the characters so much. So I'm so grateful for that, and thank you so much for your support with that. The second book in that series, The Cursed One, is already out for pre-order. I think it's been out for about a month so far, and that's planning to come out in the third week of January. And of course, like all of these things that I'm saying right now, I will be sending out a newsletter and I'll be updating my Facebook page, so don't worry about missing it. So that is coming out the third week of January, and I actually just finished the first draft of the third book in that series last week. So I'm letting that sit, but I won't be working on that for a little bit because of another project that I'm going to be working on, which I will mention in just a little bit. The second thing I wanted to mention was the Mages of New York series, which is kind of the prequel series to the Academy series. You don't have to have read it to get the new Academy series, but you will see a lot of familiar characters and a lot of familiar locations, and it's kind of got more of the backstory of the place that the Academy series is set. But that series is going to be put into a box set sometime in April, barring anything, anything crazy happening. But that should be coming out in about April, and I'll let you guys know about that. If you haven't jumped in that series, it's a pretty sweet, magical New York, just like the Academy series, and I really enjoyed writing it. So be sure to check it out if you haven't, because I think you'd really, really enjoy it. The next news is I'm resuscitating. I'm recovering some covers of my old series. I'm not gonna say which one right now, but I think you're really gonna like them. It's a series that I truly loved, but at the time, I didn't know quite as much as I do now about covers and about design and about marketing and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna give it a new fresh breath of life, and I'm gonna launch those sometime in, I don't know when. I'm not sure when I'm gonna launch those, but that's gonna be probably middle of next year between my other series, and I think that's gonna be something that'd be really fun. I think you'll all enjoy that a whole lot. And finally, on the writing front, not just the launching front, but the writing front, I just finished a YA fantasy that I'm planning to pitch to traditional, and that was kind of the secret project I was talking about, because I've been working on this thing for a while, and this has been a beast of a book. It's been pretty different from anything I've worked on up until this point in a good way. It's really challenged me and stretched me. I just started the edits on it today after getting done with the first draft, and it's gonna be a beast, but something I think is gonna really help me improve as a writer, and it's gonna be something I think will hopefully, at the end of it, get me a book deal for traditional publication, because that's been a big dream of mine for a long time. I love self-publishing, and I want to keep doing that, and I love writing those kind of stories, but I also want to try to break into New York and do that. The really awesome thing about that is I have actually hired the editor for the Hunger Games to look at that book after it is done. So I am equally excited and terrified at the same time. So we will see how that turns out, but I will be hard at work on that. I'm going to actually be working on that over the break and get hard at work on that third book in the Academy series after that. So more details on that as it comes. A couple more things. Let me just look at my notes real quick. I've got so much happening next year. More on schedule, all this stuff. Events. As some of you know, I've been slowly attending more events in person, just trying to get out of this little writing hut of my house and various coffee shops around the area. And I've been meeting some incredibly awesome people in person. One of the events I'll be attending next year is Dragon Con in Atlanta, Georgia. And that, I believe, happens in early September. I'm not exactly sure on the dates right now, but I'll actually be attending to help Alaron Kong, who is a really big, awesome lit RPG writer. So I'm going to be there to meet some amazing authors, to meet some amazing attendees. It seems like everybody in the sci-fi fantasy realm goes to this conference, and I've seen it for years, and finally I'm getting the chance to go. So if any of you are in the area around that time, hit me up, and maybe we'll see each other there. Second conference I'm going to is actually going to be right after that, PennCon in St. Louis. And this is another one that a lot of amazing author friends of mine have gone to. And I finally snagged tickets for it, I think in like January of this year, because they're so hard to get and they go so fast. But I snagged tickets for it. And that is going to be also September of next year. I'll be going and signing books and all that. And I'm going to be sending out a form early, an announcement early. So if any of you are going to actually be there and you want me to bring signed copies, I'll know how many of those to bring. But that's DragonCon and PennCon. Those are the only two ones I have really scheduled, but I plan to do probably some more local signing events and all that sort of thing, but I'll be posting those on my Facebook page. I think that's all I've got. That's all I've got, which is quite a bit of stuff for next year. And of course, if anything changes or anything moves up, you guys will be the first to know. I'll let you know on the newsletter. I'll let you know on the Facebook page, keep you up to date on all that. I feel like I've grown so much as a writer, as an author, as an entrepreneur, everything this year. It's been an incredible year, really kind of just jumpstart. Everything just kind of happened so fast this year. I've got a lot of projects that are coming up. And so from me to you, I want to say thank you for all your support and for sticking by me and for loving my books, and for hopefully we'll be loving the ones in the future. Have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy Holidays, have a wonderful New Year, and I will see you in the new year for all the amazing things that will hopefully be happening then. Bye.